Catch 'em all.
Hey guys, Mr. Manuzi and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with Zach for podcast episode number 2. Now unfortunately we tried to do this, I think it was a few days ago, and the audio glitched out, so we're redoing it this time but slightly differently. I won't spare you details, but yeah, sorry. So basically in this podcast episode we're ranking all 22 Marvel movies from our worst to best. So now how we did this is we each gave it a score out of 50 and added them together to get a score out of 100. So obviously for each movie I'll go and I'll list them and I'll show you my score, Zach's score, and then the overall score. So you ready, Zach?
Ready.
Okay. So there were a lot of ties in the scores. Each tie is just a tie. There's 3 ties for fifth, and there's a bunch of ties, right? So because of all the ties, it starts off at number 15, not number 22. But you understand what we're saying. Last place, right? With 56, we both gave this one 28 score each, right, out of 50. Thor 2: The Dark World.
Yeah,
that's I guess what more are you gonna say about it? And then in 14th, or second last, we have The Incredible Hulk. With 59, so it's a bit above. I gave it 33, but Zach gave it 26, so he gave it a pretty low score.
Yeah. It was actually my lowest score. It got bumped up to second last. Thanks to you.
Because of my slightly higher score. Then we have a tie for 13th place between Thor, the first one, and Iron Man 2. Both on 63, but interestingly enough, for Iron Man 2, I gave it a 34, and you gave 29. And for Thor 3, for Thor 1, I gave it a 33, and you gave it a 30. So that was interesting. But yeah, there's nothing much to be said. Thor was a pretty boring movie. I just think it was decent for a Thor movie, but it like Darcy.
It could have been better.
It could have been better. Same with Iron Man 2. It was decent, it was good, but it could have been a lot better. You know, it had the potential. I think because I like Justin Hammer. He's one of my favorite characters in all the MCU, but I don't like Whiplash. I don't like him at all.
Oh, really?
No, I don't like him that much. He's decent, yeah, he's decent, but I just didn't like him that much. I liked him in when he fought Tony Stark in the with the race. That was nice, but the end battle I didn't like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So coming at 12th place with 69, so it's a pretty big jump from 63 to 69. I gave it a 33. Zach gave it a 36. Captain Marvel. One of the more recent MCU movies. It's decent. I quite enjoyed it, but it's not as good as the other movies.
Yeah. The thing is, comparing it to other origin movies.
Yeah, it's definitely the weakest. Well, actually, except for Thor. Even it is higher than Thor, but I think I'd still watch Thor over Captain Marvel again.
And it's a recent one as well, which is pretty.
You expect the recent ones, to be all the way up.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just okay. And then in 11th place we have first Ant-Man. Also, the origin story is pretty low. I gave it a 34. Zach gave it a 37. So they ended up getting a score of 71, which is really good. I mean, see, we're already in the 11th, in the 70s, and we've only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies, so. But yeah, Ant-Man was decent. Nothing much to be said about it.
I always enjoy the Ant-Man movies as
yeah.
More light-hearted.
It's a comedy movie.
Attitude, yeah.
It's a comedy movie. Always fun to watch. Then in 10th place we have a 3-way tie between Black Panther, Age of Ultron, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Now, If you look at Age of Ultron and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, I gave both of them a 35 and Zach gave both of them a 38.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's interesting. I gave it a score of 73. And then Black Panther I gave 36 and you gave 37. So Black Panther we agreed quite common ground there.
Yeah,
What we agreed with it. So they all came with a 73 total. I'd say Black Panther, the first time I watched it was good. Like I really enjoyed it, and then I went to watch it like over again. I realized all of them like why it could have been better and stuff they did wrong. And
Yeah.
the second time
Also,
watching it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, you
also
saying so?
probably picked up a lot of visual, like
The final fight wasn't the best.
visual mistakes. Yeah.
The final fight, it's not as bad as people, for me, I don't know, it's not as bad as some people make it out to be. Well, most people, I think it's not that bad. But, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's with most things in the like the fandom. They're like totally hammer stuff when it's not too bad.
Yeah. Age of Ultron's here also. I think Age of Ultron, I mentioned this to Zach earlier, it has one of the best teaser trailers I've ever seen. And did you go watch it after I told you about it, Zach?
No.
But I think it has, such a good...
No, but I remember it.
Yeah, it set up such a good vibe, and then, but the actual movie missed that teaser trailer. Like, it didn't live up to that teaser trailer as well as it should have. I think that's why it's so low on this list. If Ultron, if they made it more creepy and like end of the world vibe, then it would have been a lot higher already. But
Ultron was a good villain, but he could have been more.
he could have been,
scary, like,
yeah, more
actually.
scary. Like you could have just been like, you saw him and you thought, oh flip. Because that's the one thing I thought of. I was thinking about when writing this down. Age of Ultron, all the villains, or not all the villains, all the heroes, they look flippin' scary whenever like they have to face him and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But as the audience member, you don't feel as scared as they are.
Yeah. He's just missing that.
You're just missing a little bit, yeah.
I
Guardians.
did like the two heroes in that movie. Like,
Yeah, all this, like, all of them were solid.
Rip Quicksilver. So unfortunate.
Yeah. Guardians Galaxy Volume 1. Interesting enough, lower than Guardians 2, but quite a bit. I think I gave it a 35, yeah, quite low, so I gave it a 38.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like I said, to me it just like, it doesn't have as much rewatch value to me as Guardians 2 does.
Oh yes, no, I prefer the second one. As
I
you
prefer
can
the
see by
second
the
one.
ranking.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. In a bit. But yeah, so that's the 10. So now we have another tie, two-way tie for 9th place. Ant-Man and the Wasp and Doctor Strange. You know, interesting enough about both these movies also, I gave them both 35 and Zach gave them both 39.
Wow.
So...
That happened twice now.
But yeah, both on 74, so only one above the rest. For me, Ant-Man and the Wasp, definitely slightly better than Ant-Man, like the first Ant-Man. I thought it was, because it was funny, but it had a more compelling storyline.
Yeah.
Because the villain, or like the anti-hero villain, Wasp, oh, what am I saying? Ghost,
No,
the Wasp was good, but I mean, Ghost was, she was a pretty compelling, like, villain. Like, you understood why she's doing the things she was doing.
That's the case with most of the Phase 3 villains besides Caecilius.
Yeah.
And yeah, that movie, when I rewatched it, I actually laughed more than when I watched it the first time. Don't know how that was.
And then Doctor Strange was a good movie. And Zach's a big fanboy of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I really like Doctor Strange. The visuals as well.
Yeah, it was solid.
The only bad thing is the villain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, the villain wasn't that good.
Properly.
Yeah, but that brings us to number 8, 8th place, which is Iron Man 1. It's pretty solid, 75 out of 100. I gave it 38, so I gave it 37, so we're pretty close in on that one. Pretty close ratings there. Anything you want to say about Iron Man 1? Just the best MCU movie, is the first one. It was one of the best.
Just the nostalgia. Yeah.
And like
That's all you can say about Iron Man.
I try to like rewatch it and like rate it ignoring nostalgia, and it's still a good movie. Like it's a really good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that was important to not rate it on nostalgia.
We just rated on is it a good movie or not, and it is. Like you can't lie.
And it still ended up quite high up, so that's good.
Then at 7th place, coming in is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 with a 77. I gave it 37, but interesting enough, Zach gave it a 40. Which was pretty high. It's the first rating with a 40 on this list.
Really? Oh yeah, that's actually.
But yeah, like I said, we mentioned earlier, better than Guardians 1.
It built on the characters and made them more lovable.
Like in Guardians 1, I didn't like Drax or Gamora that much, and in Guardians 2, I like everyone was good. Like, it made me like the characters more. And it was
like
I think.
Yondu.
Oh yeah, Yondu. Okay, I liked Yondu from the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, it just like helped it.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, that's really all to say about that one. Then we get to 6th. Is the original Avengers. Interestingly enough, I gave it 41, but Zach only gave it 38. So it ended up going a 79. And I can't help but notice you gave Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron the same rating.
Well, you see, again, not rating on nostalgia.
I didn't rate on
really
nostalgia.
Like that final battle in Age of Ultron. I just thought it improved. Well, not improved, but like it was bigger in a good way compared to the first one.
It's the first one.
Like the that circling around scene in the first one.
That was
They took that and made it bigger.
They took that and made it the fight, you know.
Yeah.
But I prefer Avengers mainly because the villain's way better in the Avengers. Like Loki's just solid. You could argue that, yeah, it is. Age of Ultron has like, I'd say Age of Ultron has better chemistry between the people. Like, because in the what you saying?
Avengers 1, if I'm not wrong, is the first MCU movie that Disney was in charge of.
I don't know. Yeah.
But Cap's super colorful suit, and yeah, that was a bit of a throw off, and they improved on all of that by the time the second one.
Yeah. Although, yeah, Cap in the Avengers movie, in Avengers First, he wasn't handled properly. I'll give you that. Like, I didn't feel like, it was Joss Whedon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel like he did it. He did a better job, he improved on in Ultron, but in the first Avengers movie, he didn't do a good job with Cap. But anyway, yeah, that moves on to 5th. It's a 3-way tie for 5th. All with 80 out of 100. That is Thor Ragnarok, Captain America the First Avenger, and Spider-Man Homecoming. So, interesting enough, Spider-Man I gave 42 and Zach gave 38. Captain America the First Avenger, I gave 42 and Zach gave 38. And then Ragnarok I gave 41 and Zach gave 39. So they all ended up 80. Yes, I don't know why you hate Spider-Man so much, Zach. Like, it's a good movie.
I don't hate
it's
Spider-Man,
amazing.
we just love it too much, you know?
I don't love it too much. I don't love it as much as Captain America.
Well, no, that's even more. You still love Spider-Man too much. people love.
Maybe. I think I just like Tom Holland.
Okay, well, I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Tom Holland's amazing. But I just, everything about Spider-Man is solid to me. First Avenger also, like, it took, like, pointers from Iron Man, like this, in terms of origin story, but did it in its own way. And
Yeah.
I think it
Another
worked really
unique
well for me. Like,
and
I
also that the
enjoyed
whole
it.
World War II tone was done very well.
I just enjoyed the movie. And people say they have a problem with the fact that they montage through World War II. Which they did, but I mean, I don't see why it was a problem. What, do you want to sit through a 10-year movie of them fighting every battle in World War II?
Yeah.
What do you want? Montage through... So what if they montage through World War II? Nothing interesting happened in World War II. You've seen World War II before.
Well, yeah, it's not like a war movie. It's more Cap's movie.
Exactly.
The focus was focused on. The focus was focused really. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Cap was the main focus instead of the war.
And yeah, montaging through World War II to get to the main fight. You're telling me you're gonna watch a war documentary where the main fight, the main deciding fights, are spent as much time being talked about as all the small fights that happen in between.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the main fights are what matter. So coming in at fourth place is a Civil War. I gave it 39s. I gave it a 42. So got a total of 81 in the end. Yeah, no, I didn't like it that much. I don't know why I liked it that much.
Yeah, you liked it a significant amount less than me, and you stole my third place.
Yeah, I did.
Civil War was supposed to be in the podium, and you just took that away.
I mean, it's Winter Soldier is way better, so.
Which brings us to the third position.
Which is Winter Soldier. Interesting enough, right? I gave Winter Soldier 46. Zach only gave it a 41. They gave it 87. So the gap between third and fourth was massive. 81 to 87.
That's
But I mean,
interesting.
well deserved considering the fact that the flippin' Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 94 critic score, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which I mean is amazing. I love the movie. I think it's literally the best MCU movie outside of the Avengers, which we'll get to now. But yeah, what else can I say about it? I mean, it's just a solid movie.
Yeah, it was like a new big step
Yeah,
for
it was a
solo movie to be so well done. It was very good.
and also for it to have like such big implications.
Yeah, and it redefined Cap as a character.
Yeah.
And then we saw him in Age of Ultron next after that, and he was like this much better character in comparison to the other Avengers, which we spoke about.
Yeah, and that plus Age of Ultron set up Civil War, and like it was just this whole story.
Yeah.
That played nicely, I guess. But yeah, that brings us into second, Infinity War, which got 88. Interesting enough, so it was only one below above Winter Soldier. 45 from me, 43 from Zach, interestingly enough. But yeah, I guess Infinity was Infinity War. What you can do about it?
Yeah.
It was good. It was solid.
Another redefining movie.
The heroes actually lost.
Yeah. Although we all knew they were gonna win eventually.
Yeah.
Even though it took quite a heavy toll.
Yeah, and that brings us into first place, Endgame with 93. I gave it 47 and Zach gave it 46. I mean, what else are you gonna say about Endgame? It's Endgame.
Endgame is Endgame.
Endgame is Endgame. That's all you need to say. If you haven't, like, if you don't like Endgame, then you can just leave. I don't even know why you're watching this video anyway. You should just leave.
Yeah, what did you expect to be number one besides Endgame? Nothing.
Exactly. It's a simple 93 out of 100 for Endgame. But yeah, so those are our list of our favorite, well, not favorite movies, but yeah, our list of 22 Marvel movies ranked. And yeah, we're gonna do essentially kind of a part 2 of this, which I haven't even told Zach about this yet. Which is all the awards. We're gonna basically have like a MCU Grammy Award show. Ignore my dog barking. Yay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you are new around, hit the bell for all notifications for all my videos, and yeah, see you guys in the next one, and cheers.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.